This is Go-MMT Radio.
Go-MMT Radio. Go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Go-IBBO and Redbus. Filmy Friday on Go-MMT Radio.
This is your favorite radio station, Go-MMT Radio, and I'm back with yet another edition of Filmy Friday. Everything to do with entertainment that happens on the very big screen, which is the theatres, as well as the small screen, which is OTT platforms that comes to us with such new content, experimental, edgy, clever, mysterious. There's thrill in it, everything in every series with a new concept, and so there's just different scenarios and situations that we get to explore and go on an adventure with. Yeah, well, I've got a long list today also on the show. Also, social spotlight, where I'll take you through what's happening on the Insta handles of MMT and Go-IBBO. But let's start off with the 5th season of Parenthood. Yeah, I've been binge watching and I think you know that by now. It also went on to win so many awards, critically acclaimed for a balanced dose of drama, comedy, a bit of mystery here and there. And there's just this bond that they share, which is so real, extremely well written and thoroughly enjoyable for people of all ages. So if you still haven't caught it, it's a very old series. It is a 2010-2015 series, which is now back on Netflix, so maybe you want to catch it. I'm jumping straight to the theatre releases. Taapsee Pannu is back, and I'm so glad she's back, and this time once again in an investigative courtroom thriller which is directed by Anubhav Sinha. It focuses on Taapsee playing a lawyer, Ravi, fighting for justice after a school teacher that's played by Kani Kusruthi is brutally gang raped. So this movie explores systemic corruption, patriarchy and societal apathy. Just the movie that is usually hard hitting, and in the ones that Taapsee Pannu has handpicked, even in the past she's done, like Pink for instance, she has done justice, and hopefully this one is also going to turn out to be yet another winner in her kitty. The other film is Do Dewane Sheher Mein. This is a fun romantic drama film directed by Ravi Udyavar with Siddhant Chaturvedi and Runal Thakur for the first time that they're being paired on the big screen in lead roles. It is a story of two socially awkward millennials in the city of Mumbai who struggle with self-acceptance while searching for love and searching for themselves. Not bad. Usually these light-hearted yet very deep and thoughtful films are not as much to be found in the industry or on any kind of screen, so it is kind of a healthy change to put this on the big screen. Well, so then you know there are two that you can go after this weekend. It's released today. You're listening to Filmy Friday on Go-MMT Radio. My name is Annie. Stay tuned. I'm coming back.
Good morning, Make My Trip. This is Vrinder Sehwag on your very own Go-MMT Radio. Get set, go.
Go-MMT Radio. Go.
Filmy Friday on Go-MMT Radio.
OTT releases now on Filmy Friday. This is Go-MMT Radio. I'm your host, Annie. Gordon Ramsay, the chef Gordon Ramsay, is iconic and legendary. This is a documentary that actually follows him. I know my son is definitely going to watch this because he's a huge fan. Being Gordon Ramsay on Netflix, it is a 6-part documentary. Everything that is behind the scenes for Gordon, which is his life, his fiery TV persona on the other hand, his ambitious professional challenge, which is where he's got to launch 5 culinary experiences within London's 22 Bishopsgate skyscraper. This is going to be a good watch. 56 Days on Amazon Prime Video. This is based on Catherine Ryan Howard's novel. It's an erotic thriller series following Oliver and Ciara, the two characters' lead roles. They fall in love. But 56 days later, an unidentified body that is brutally murdered and intentionally decomposed is discovered. Whose body is it? I am sold on the plot. Let's move on to The Night Agent and Season 3. Now, I've been a fan of Night Agent, watched both Season 1 and 2. I was waiting for this, and so this is something that I'd love to watch over the weekend on Netflix, by the way. Action-packed series based on the novel of the same name by Matthew Quirk. And we have in the 3rd season again, that is Peter Sutherland, played by Gabriel Basso. And now this time he's called to track down a rogue treasury agent who fled to Istanbul with sensitive government intel after murdering his boss. Hindi release from the theaters to the OTT platform, Tu Mera Main Teri, Main Tera Tu Meri. Los Angeles-based wedding planner Rehan Ray Mehra, played by Kartik Aaryan, prioritizes casual dating over serious relationships, and that's where he meets Rumi Vardhan, played by Ananya Pandey. It's a fun romantic comedy. Despite the fact that it received mixed reviews, Kartik Aaryan fans and Ananya fans, I don't see any reason why they're not going to watch it over the weekend. Streaming on Prime Video.
Go-MMT Radio.
Customers aren't just external, but they are also internal. Our colleagues, peers, team, etc. We must focus on the needs of both by building a culture of customer focus from inside out. Hello, I'm Yuvraj Srivastav and you are listening to Go-MMT Radio. Head, set, go.
Filmy Friday on Go-MMT Radio.
Filmy Friday on Go-MMT Radio, and oh my god, the long fancy list of OTT releases. That's where I'm at right now. This is the second bunch of releases. The Swedish Connection, which is on Netflix, it's a Stockholm 1942 story where it is a true story of Gösta Engzel, a Swedish bureaucrat who becomes an unlikely war hero as he attempts to save Jewish lives during the darkest days of World War II. World War aficionado, then I think this is definitely for you. And even otherwise, true stories have their own charm because you know this is part of history that helped us save ourselves from much worse outcomes, maybe, if at all. Of course, there shouldn't have been wars at all, but now that they happened, to know how so many different small heroes and big have tried to save many multiple lives and kind of bring meaning even through the darkest days of the World War. Moving on to Firebreak, once again on Netflix. It's where a grieving widow travels to her remote family house to prepare it for sale following her husband's death. But this trip actually turns into a nightmare because her young daughter vanishes into the woods and a wildfire breaks out. Is she going to be able to find her daughter? Well, it's what this film will tell you. Firebreak on Netflix. Pavane, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's a South Korean romantic movie revolving around three emotionally guarded individuals who meet at their department store jobs and help each other confront deep-seated wounds and social pressures on Netflix. The Last Thing He Told Me, Season 2 on Apple TV. This is when Nikolai Costa-Waldau returns as Owen after 5 years on the run. And Hannah, played by Jennifer Garner, and her stepdaughter, Bailey, played by Angourie Rice, find themselves in a race to reunite their family before the past catches up to them. It is based on Laura Dave's sequel novel, The First Time I Saw Him, and it's an 8-episode season. So there's drama, there's mystery, there's enough quotient of thrill as well.
Hello, fellow trippers. This is Satish Mani, and you are listening to Go-MMT Radio. Headset Go.
Go-MMT Radio. Headset Go.
Filmy Friday on Go-MMT Radio.
This is Go-MMT Radio. I'm your host Annie, and the show is called Filmy Friday. Well, in OTT releases, there are just a few more that I need to share with you about. Kennedy. Now, this is where Anurag Kashyap is back in action. It is written and directed by him. It is a neo-noir crime thriller that explores the life of Uday Shetty, played by Rahul Bhatt, an insomniac former police officer who's officially presumed dead. Living under the alias Kennedy, he secretly operates as a hitman for a corrupt police commissioner in exchange for help in tracking down the gangster who actually murdered his son. Now, his life becomes more complicated when he meets a mysterious woman named Charlie, played by Sunny Leone, who inspires him to change his path. Interesting casting, I must say. Rahul Bhatt, that you've rarely seen on the screen, and of course Sunny Leone in a lead role. Don't forget to catch it on Z5. The other one that I want to talk to you about is Trip Law. This is fun. Uptight lawyer Lincoln Gump, played by Adam Scott, is just very boring to win cases in Vegas because the cases are very boring. Then he teams up with a local magician played by Sheila Flambe, Janelle James. Sheila Flambe is the name of the character, to bring some flash and pizzazz to the stupidest cases the city can throw it in. Created by Emmy-nominated comedy writer Cullen Crawford, who's also done Star Trek Lower Decks. It's a 10-episode adult animated comedy featuring a stellar stellar voice cast including Stephen Root, there's Shannon Gisela and Keith David. Something that you enjoy if you've been a big fan of, say, The Simpsons and many other animated comedy series that we've seen in the past. It's on Netflix, by the way.
रुको जरा, सबर करो.
टाइम है एक ब्रेक का. अच्छा, ब्रेक से याद आया, दोस्त अभी तक टीपॉट वाला नहीं आया.
Oh hell no!
GO-MMT Radio. Let's go.
Social Spotlight on GO-MMT Radio.
It's time for Social Spotlight, and it's also time to take a look at what's happening on MMT. Now, there are places that are very difficult to find for us, especially if you have a pet. I have a pet, and it is been quite tough. So most places or social events that we want to go to, especially when we go on our own personal leisure travel, you have to pick and choose. Are homestays as easy to find, the ones that are pet friendly? Well, there are. You've got to take a look at what Life on Roads has to tell you about these pet friendly homestays. It is on the Insta page, by the way. And then, of course, the Feb calendar for scuba diving. Oh boy, you probably want to be only by the sea and check out the options that the Advent calendar for scuba diving Make My Trip has to offer. And of course, there is a stand-up video by RK Vidit that you must take a look at. It's a lovely collaboration. If you want a laugh or two about Valentine's Day, in case you did not celebrate Valentine's Day just the way you planned, then I think it's kind of nice to laugh it off. Yeah? Let's move on to Go Ibibo. There are 3 easy treks that you can find and you can go to in this very month, and that is to Uttarakhand. The list as well as the offers, you've got to check out Go Ibibo for that. And now let's check out what the Gen Zs think about travel versus the millennials. What are the things that Gen Zs pays a lot of attention to, millennials don't, and the ones that millennials pay attention to or love to do, and Gen Z doesn't? Check it all out on Insta pages of Go Ibibo and MMT. That is Social Spotlight for you. With that, I've come to the close of the show. I've given you a long list of, a small list of theatre releases, but a longer one of OTT releases. For this weekend, go binge watch, keep planning your travel calendar, and keep smiling. It is time for me to sign off. This is your host, Annie, saying bye-bye. I will catch you again on Monday with Badhai Ho.
Get ready to witness the cricket craze. Make My Trip Cricket Premier League 2026 is here, and it's bigger and better than ever. Mark your calendars for the upcoming weekends, 21st, 22nd and 28th February, as our very own Gurgaon Trippers arrive at the RB Sports Club, Baliavas, Gurgaon. Come on, Trippers! Let's show our support for our colleagues and friends. It's not just cricket, it's a carnival. Get ready for non-stop fun, pulsating music, live commentary, prestigious awards, and of course, delicious food. So what are you waiting for? Come and be part of the madness. Let's cheer for the Gurgaon Trippers. To listen to your favorite Go-MMT radio from anywhere, follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn and Instagram. Visit the Go-MMT radio page for daily updates and enjoy listening to your favorite radio channel.
GO-MMT Radio. Let's go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Go Ibibo and Redbus.